thought that because of the way the movie was, it's kind of dark, a little bit more gloomy, that maybe it was like that on set, but they said that you guys actually had a really good time filming this.
We did.
We had a great time, and I think that was because we all bonded so well, and we all lived together in this little hotel and ate together, and we literally became like a little band of
There was
people.
something slightly cultish about it as well, I think, though, because we believed so much in what Rob was trying to do with the film, that we were all brutally committed, I think is the phrase. We were just so into it that it was great fun to do. It was a joy to go in every day.
You would probably go from like a very intense, deep scene, and then as soon as he says cut, it's like laughing and oh my god.
There was,
Lots
quite
of
a lot.
times, and there was times where we did have giggles in between scenes and stuff. And it's kind of important, I think, that although we took the work really seriously, that we weren't taking ourselves so seriously that we couldn't sort of deal with, each other or anything like that.
I think it would have made it incredibly hard because it's very intense, dark stuff that we were doing. Some terrible things happening to these characters, and if we didn't have the lightness and the fun and the friendship that we had between it would have made it an emotionally damaging job to do. I think you have to have that lightness.
Yeah, scarred for life.
And you got your support from each other. If you're doing like a really heavy scene, the others were kind of like there going, yeah, you got to, it was so supportive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And I believe that as a cast and crew, you all put in so much work into each of your roles. Like you actually went through a lot of research and did a lot of preparation before and during, correct?
Yeah, very much.
Lost a lot of weight. Rob had sent amazing research. I mean, he had pages of research that we could use, and then I got involved in a Puritan prayer book because Catherine prayed so much. I didn't want it to be just me mumbling, or I was worried if I make up words they're not going to be right. So I got quite obsessed with this, finding certain prayers that would then fit in with the right scenes and stuff. So it was really important for us to do as much research so we didn't let Rob's amazing research down,
I left the theater so confused. I'm like, I need answers. Everyone else was kind of confused as well. They're like, wait, so who was the witch? What happened to the kids? And the director, Robert, said that there's room for interpretation. So how did you interpret it when you first read the script?
I kind of just take it as it is. I didn't really question much. And like with the kids, I know the twins disappear without kind of explanation,
But there's
which
quite
makes
a lot of blood in
sense.
that shed as well, which can't all be the goats.
Yeah.
So I think they were got.
Yeah, definitely got.
And I think there's a kind of emancipatory moment with Thomasin, and I think she has got that. She has become freed, whether it's to become a witch
or just to be a free woman, to
shake off the shackles of the patriarch,
and
the family,
the Puritan
and
way.
that Puritan way of suppressing people.
Yeah.
It's such a different witch story as well. I grew up with movies like Practical Magic and Hocus Pocus. So if I were an actor and I read the script, I wouldn't normally just say, I want to do this type of story, this type of witch story.
Oh God, see, I did. I was like, this is the story because it's so visceral and real, and there's no caricatures and Halloween-y stuff. You're talking about women that were getting killed at the time and accused of witchcraft, and all these fears that are now a bit like, that sounds a bit were real fears.
I mean, I think that's the thing is to these people, witchcraft and witches were actually real. They were real things. So that fear that they have is not a. It's not a movie
and like we said, we didn't feel we were making a horror. We felt we were making it, which we kind of knew it was in the script, but the whole way of making the movie was we're going to make a drama about a family that start to fall apart. So we just concentrated on more the characters' roles and didn't, I don't know, I just...
it's strange to talk about it with people who've seen the finished product in a sense and try and explain how it was so different for us making it.
Yeah.
In a way, it just felt a completely different
It
idea.
did.
And I think that's right. We had to make those relationships very real, so the audience would care when things started to go wrong to these people. They would care about these people.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.